Hey guys, my name is Adam and I'm going to be breaking down from start to finish exactly what it's like to start selling on Amazon, what it requires, and how you can start making money on their platform. Okay, the Amazon FBA is an incredible way to become really wealthy. I have a friend who started selling just 2.5 years ago, and today he's going to sell over $2.5 million this year on Amazon. And of those sales, he's going to put between 700,000, maybe $1 million plus in profits into his bank account. So from 0 to 2.5 million in sales in 2.5 years. That's the kind of power we can use selling on Amazon. Now, this only is going to happen by first we got to find the perfect product to sell on Amazon. Now, in this case, it's obviously not, there's no such thing as a perfect product. But in this case, perfect means that we find a product that is better, it's more appealing, it has more value than the products that are already on Amazon, than our competitors. And once we find that product, I will teach you how to find one here in a sec. We're going to actually get that product and we're going to go out to a site called Alibaba.com and we're going to find a manufacturer for this product. There are thousands and thousands of manufacturers on this site, and most of them are in China because the reality is products are just a lot cheaper in China than here in the US, just by a huge margin. Once we find a manufacturer that can produce our product, we're going to buy usually between 300 and 500 units to start, sometimes 1,000, and then we're going to get the product shipped from China over to the US. Now, the reason why this is so powerful and why you could scale your business so quickly is because of that little part called FBA. FBA stands for Fulfillment by Amazon. Now, that means one thing. When we ship our products from China, I recently just reordered one of my products and spent $9,000. All $9,000 of that product, I have never ever seen those units. They went straight from China to the Amazon warehouse. They just got in 2 days ago, and I never had to touch them because Amazon is going to hold every single product in their inventory, in their warehouses, and when somebody buys my product, they're going to take it off their shelves and they're going to ship it to the end customer. So I don't have to do any of that work. I just had to focus on finding good products and finding suppliers for them. That's my job in a nutshell. So with that, let's go back to that original thing, okay? Finding the perfect product to sell on Amazon, something that has more value than the competition. Before we do that though, let's actually talk about how much money it costs to start selling on Amazon. Now, you're going to hear a lot of numbers thrown around from other people sell on YouTube, half of which I don't even think sell on Amazon. But the reality is, I usually tell people, you need at least $3,000 to start selling on Amazon. At least $2,500 of that has to go towards buying the product. That's how much you're going to need because we're going to be buying between 300 and 500 units on that first order. See, you can't just start with $300-400 you got lying around in between your mattresses you're hoping to start with. Sometimes there's two massive caveats to this though. First of one, the more money you have, okay, the more products you can pick from. There's a lot more good products to pick from when you have $5,000 versus when you have $3,000, and even more than if you really stretch it and you only have $2,000. Now, the other caveat is I guess I've never told you about this, I'm actually working on a product that I am going to launch for probably $1,000. And if I really was broke, I could probably get away with buying only $500 worth of this product and still do a very successful product launch. And the reason for this though, it's not easy to do. This will be the first product I've ever done like this because they're so hard to find. Essentially what I'm launching is a product that is brand new. It's never been seen on Amazon's market, and it's also very cheap. However, I found a completely brand new use for a product that already kind of exists. So here is a $500,000 a month market. That's how much this product sells. And then I'm coming in here with a very complimentary product. They go like hand in hand. They're going to make the perfect Christmas present. And oh gosh, I'm really excited about this, guys. And I'm coming in here with a brand new product that doesn't exist, that's complementary to a $500,000 a month market. So I don't have to take a lot of people buying this product and buying my product to make a lot of sales. I'm very excited yet again. So with that, those products are very hard to find though, and I had to be incredibly creative, and I actually found this product while doing research for another video that I was putting out. So with that, let's move on to step one, which is finding that perfect product, okay? You need to find a product that is more appealing, that's more exciting than the competition. Now, you guys, you make this seem so difficult, but it's actually very, very simple to think about. You guys have been shopping in regular retail stores for years, likely decades. You go into a retail store, and sometimes there's 2, sometimes there's 5, and sometimes there's 15 different options that you can buy to fill the same purpose. I go into a Walmart, and there are 15, 30 different types of spaghetti sauce that I can buy. And I have to sit there and figure out which one I want to buy, okay? By figuring out which is the highest quality, which has the best price, when reading what's on the labels. And once I do that, I will decide on just one product out of what's probably 30 or 50 different products that I can buy. And it works the same way on Amazon. Customers come in there, they read your product descriptions, they read your product listings, which is essentially what they would read on the packaging in a store. And then they see the price, they take a look at the pictures, try and figure out what quality your product is, and then they buy one out of what might be 50 different products available to them. So we need to figure out how to get our product to a higher quality than them, a higher value, I should say. And there are really 3 ways that I usually do this, okay? First one is actually fixing the product and fixing their issues. We have this advantage on Amazon you do not have in retail, that you can actually read what hundreds of other customers have said about a product. So, because people can write reviews. So you can go through and read your competition's reviews, often hundreds of them, and see exactly what people like and what they dislike about a product. You don't have this option when you're selling regular retail. And we can use all that information and leverage that into fixing a product. Maybe people want a different color. Maybe people are saying that they need a higher quality product, or maybe they're saying it needs to be thicker here, it keeps breaking here. Maybe they're saying they need to buy more units. They bought one and then they ended up buying 2 more. Whatever it is, we get a lot of data we can work with and help us to make our product improved, okay? Step 2, this is another thing that I like to do a lot. Product bundling, okay? This is when you actually let me give you a great example. So you go into a store and you buy a vacuum cleaner, and you get home and you realize that there's no bags included in this vacuum cleaner. So you have a vacuum cleaner, but you literally can't use it because you don't have a bag to use it with. So guys, if you take a product, you take a vacuum cleaner, add bags in it, you've just added a lot of value to the end customer, and not a lot of cost, because bags just don't cost a lot of money. They're very cheap. And that's the kind of thinking we need to think about here when we're doing product bundling. We're going to be taking 2, maybe 3 products, and we're going to be bundling them and selling them as one product on Amazon. So, good examples. I'm selling a computer. Let me add a computer mouse, a keyboard, and a webcam so we get the whole thing. Now, let me give you some more actual practical examples. That products that have worked on Amazon. Now, the paper plate market, that's a very basic, very boring product, right? But what happens if you take the paper plates and then you add cups, you add napkins, and you add silverware? Now you have a whole party bundle for people to offer. So anybody who is doing an entire party, they're going to be more interested in your products because they only have to buy one instead of buying napkins and plates and silverware individually, and then hoping each of those products somehow matches the other one. You've added a lot of value to the product and made it a lot easier for the customer to buy the products they want. And because of that, you can be successful. Now here's the thing. Not everybody's going to want to buy a whole party bundle. Maybe I just want paper plates. But the paper plate market is massive. Likely 2, 3, maybe $500,000 a month in sales. So sure, maybe only 10% of the people actually want a full party bundle, but that is okay, because 10% of 300,000 is a lot of sales every month that you could take. Now the problem is, these bundles already exist on Amazon. Okay, people are already selling these party bundles of disposable plates. They already exist. So that's where you need to be creative and come up with something that adds a lot more value than other people. A lot of times you're going to add accessories to products. You're going to add two best-selling products in the same category together. On Amazon, you can actually see what products are frequently bought together, and maybe those are the products that you're going to want to put together in a bundle and sell on Amazon. Now, the third one is the one that I'm actually most excited about. It's the one I'm doing the most. I'm actually launching a new brand. We're working on sourcing it, and we're going to be putting new designs on products that already exist. I don't know how many times I go to Amazon, I search for a product, and I see every single listing just looks so boring. Every product looks the same. Nothing. I don't get excited about any of the listings. Now, I'm coming in, finding these markets. I have 3 related products that I'm launching, and I'm putting awesome designs on them. I'm actually essentially stealing some designs from products that are selling $100,000 a month, and I'm putting them on these markets that are smaller. They're not going to sell $100,000 a month, maybe 10, 20, 30K a month in sales. But now I'm going to be the only guy in a market that has a product with a really cool design, very appealing. It looks much, much better than the competition. And this isn't going to work with every product, but let me give you one really practical example. There was a market I've been watching for a while, and every single product is available in green. That is literally the only color that is available, is green. And it's a pretty new market, and that's why this is happening. But one guy came in there with an orange product. Orange is literally the ugliest, worst color I could have chosen for this market. But he came in there with orange since he was the only person offering a different color. Boom. He was selling, like a weekend, he was selling $5,000 a month in sales just because he offered a color, and it was literally the ugliest color I think he could have picked. But even still, he succeeded and he started selling units. Now, step 2 in the process is contacting suppliers and finding one that can manufacture our product. We're going to be doing this by using Alibaba.com. And Alibaba.com is just a huge, huge directory of literally thousands and thousands of suppliers, mostly in China, that we can choose from, we can contact, and then actually help have them hopefully manufacture a product. Usually what we'll do is we'll come on the website, search for whatever product we want, and there will often be lots of different manufacturers we could choose from. With that, we're going to actually go in here and we're going to contact a lot of suppliers. Usually I start off with 6, maybe 10 suppliers and see how they react, what kind of responses they give, what kind of pricing they have, and also see if they can make the changes that we're requesting, whether it's a bundle, whether it's a new design, whether it's an improvement in the product. Whatever it is, we're going to ask them to do it, and we're going to narrow down the number of suppliers down to usually 2, maybe 3, and get samples from them because we want to see what kind of quality of product that they're offering, and we want to actually get it in our hands before we go ahead and make a purchase from them. Once we do that, we'll be able to actually pay them here on Alibaba with what's called Alibaba Trade Assurance. And trade assurance is a way to protect yourself. A lot of you are worried about getting scammed by some random Chinese person pretending to be a supplier. Well, good news. That's what they have Alibaba Trade Assurance for. So you essentially write up exactly what you are buying, write it up into a purchase invoice, upload it to Alibaba. And as long as the supplier meets their criteria, they're going to get paid. But if they don't, you can actually request to get your money, get the payment reversed, and you will be able to get your money back as long as you have some kind of proof, which should be pretty easy if you could just take pictures or whatever it is. So with that, now we've got our products. We're actually going to get them shipped to Amazon. Once we have our product at Amazon's warehouses, then we can start selling our product. Now, there is one big caveat you guys need to know about this. While it is an incredibly powerful way to get wealthy, as Amazon FBA, it's not super easy to start. It's going to take some work. And most importantly, you guys need to become a funnel for information. This is an excellent intro video, but you should watch a lot of content and absorb as much information as you can before you start selling and before you pick your product. With that, I really hope you guys hit the subscribe button. I'm going to leave you with a video on how my first product launch went. Over here, I'm going to put my very first product launch ever. And here I'm going to put a follow-up video that I did 2 months later because the product started doing a lot better than when I launched. Because when I launched, it was kind of sad. It was not what I expected, at least. With that, hit that subscribe button again, and I'll see you guys in the next video.